Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to look at something really cool, a super old leadership philosophy that's all about building the teams of the future. Let's get right into it. Developing your team the Confucius way.
All right, so here's the big question, right? How can a philosophy that's, ancient actually help us build a stronger, more supportive team today? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
Okay, so where do we even begin with this? Well, we start with the end in mind, the ultimate goal. And with this philosophy, it all boils down to one single core idea. And that idea is actually super simple, but really powerful. The whole point is to grow individual employees to be strong. We're not talking about just micromanaging tasks here. No, this is about building up the people themselves, making them way more capable and, resilient. And here's what's so interesting. Think about how this benefits you, the leader. By helping your people get stronger, you're not just doing them a favor. You're actually creating a team that can genuinely support you. It's like their strength becomes your strength, and suddenly you have a workforce that's self-sufficient and totally capable. Okay, so that's the what, building strong individuals, but how do you actually do it? Well, this philosophy doesn't just leave you hanging. It gives you a really clear toolkit, and it's built on 4 core skills. Yeah, you can see the whole structure right here. It's best to think of these as the 4 pillars of employee development. You've got listening, nurturing, talking, and finally, observation. So let's just do a quick run through of what each of these really means. First up, and this is the foundation for everything, listening. And look, this isn't just about hearing the words people say. It's about really understanding their challenges, their goals, their whole perspective, Before you can even think about guiding someone, you have to get where they're coming from. Everything else is built right on top of this.
All right, once you've listened, the next step is nurturing. This is where you see that big shift from just being a manager to being more of a cultivator. It's about creating the right environment, right? Providing the support, the resources, the opportunities, basically the rich soil where an employee's potential can really take root and grow.
And then, of course, there's talking. But again, this is not just barking orders. This is about skillful communication. We're talking about giving constructive feedback that actually builds people up, not tears them down. It's about offering clear guidance and inspiring them to act. The right words at the right moment, man, that's an incredibly powerful tool for development. And the last piece of the puzzle, the thing that ties it all together, is observation. A good leader has to pay close attention. You got to see what's working, right? You recognize their progress, you see where they're totally excelling, and you also spot the areas where they might need a little more help. It's kind of like the feedback loop for this whole process. So let's pull back for a second. We have the goal, strong individuals, and we have the tools, those 4 skills. So now let's put it all together and give this whole leadership approach its official name. So the source material actually calls this the Confucius way. And what is it really? It's a way of leading where managers are specifically trained in these interpersonal skills, listening, nurturing, talking, and observing. And the whole point, the whole goal, is to develop strong, self-reliant employees who, in turn, can support the entire team and, you, the leader. And check out this quote from the source material, because it just hits the nail on the head. It says the training is designed to help develop individual employees in a Confucian way. See, it's not just about general management skills. It's a very specific method where the focus is 100% on cultivation. So if you're going to remember one thing from all this, what should it be? I think it's this huge shift in mindset. It's about moving from being a manager of tasks to becoming a cultivator of people. And that simple change in perspective, well, it reframes everything about what it means to be a leader. And that really leaves us with a big question for you to think about. When you look at your own leadership style, or maybe the leaders you've had, is their main job to manage tasks, or is it to cultivate people? What this ancient philosophy suggests is pretty profound, that by getting really good at the second one, cultivating people, you actually get the first one, the tasks, done more effectively than you ever thought possible. Definitely something to chew on.